Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Got a great video for today as we are trying Bawls Guarana. This is one I've been waiting to try for a long time, even since the 90s. Because during the 90s, I saw these around, but since these were quite expensive compared to other drinks, and that it was like an energy drink, like you didn't know, it kind of looks like it's almost an alcoholic drink, but it isn't. It's just an energy drink that has 3 times as much caffeine as Coca-Cola. So you may be asking yourself, what does Bawls taste like? Well, at least this version of Bawls is supposed to taste like citrus and cream and the Amazonian guarana berry. It's all put together in this nice little drink. It is the original. There are plenty of variations, which we will get into. So the origins of this drink goes back to an idea from a Cornell University college student by the name of Hobart Buppert III in 1994. He was in Vienna and he was in some nightclubs and he saw that there was a drink that had guarana in it that was highly caffeinated. And this is what people in nightclubs, ravers, dancers, what have you, would be drinking to stay up all night. And they were paying a high premium for it. $10 in 1994 money, which in this day and age, that's about $21 today. So he saw the dollar signs and was like, hey, there's definitely something happening with this type of drink. The drink that they were having over in Vienna that he saw was like more of a coffee kind of taste, and he wasn't a big fan of coffee. So he was like, what can we do to make a drink like that would be more up my alley? So then coming back to the United States, Buppard went to Indianapolis to work with a flavor lab. And within one single day, they came up with the flavor of Bawls. So Bawls was released on November 14th, 1996. Now, let's rewind a little bit because we have to figure out why this was named Bawls in the first place. Well, in some articles going back to 1998, they said that Bawls was a slang term for being daring and bold. And then they changed up the story, and in 2002, there was an article that said that it was an abbreviation for the Brazilian American Wildlife Society. And then we finally get to 2025, just this year, where Buppert had stated that his friend just simply joked and said, why don't you just call it Bawls? It comes from exactly where you think it would be named, but they changed it to BAWLS instead of BALLS. I guess just to make it more marketable and grocery store friendly. But there you have it. The name of Bawls comes exactly where you think it would come from. As you see, the bottle has these bumps. Kind of reminds me of Hellraiser, the one guy in that horror movie. But the balls on here signify that the energy in this, the caffeine in this, represent the bouncing balls inside, bursting out, ready to get out of the bottle. And it's a good grip. It's nice to, just grab a bottle of Bawls. Yeah. So now we know what the name Bawls comes from and the reason why the bottle looks like it does. And like I said, this was officially released on November 14th, 1996. And during that time, it was really only available in nightclubs, but it caught on. And by 1998, it was being seen in grocery stores. And that's when I saw it. And I was like, oh, what is this fancy Bawls drink? What the hell is this? It's like you had this drink named Bawls, and then you actually had a drink with Bawls in it. 90s were all about Bawls. And throughout the 90s up until about 2002, when a lot of other energy drinks got into the market, this was seen as the gamer drink of choice. Obviously that changed, and Bawls really isn't like that popular as it once was, but it's still available and still successful. The market is saturated with so many energy drinks now, but this is the OG straight from the 90s, energy drink. Now, there are 7 different variants of this drink. First off, we have the original, then we have zero sugar, orange, ginger, cherry cola, cherry, and root beer, which I do have a root beer I will try in another review. I'm excited about that, but without further ado, let's go and try Bawls. Okay, it smells sweet, citrusy, and has like a very, very sharp energy drink smell. I'm going to pour it into the glass so we know what it looks like outside of the blue bottle here. Okay, so it pretty much looks like how you would pour a Sprite out. Yep, pretty much nothing to it. Anyways, here we go. Bawls Guarana. You know, that's not bad. Yeah. For an energy drink or a highly caffeinated drink, it doesn't taste like sometimes these just have an overtly kind of just an energy drink taste. Like a very sharp taste, but this has a smooth kind of cream soda taste. I do taste that. And I taste a sharp citrus taste. Ooh, now there is an aftertaste. It's almost like a salty kind of aftertaste. These balls have a salty aftertaste, surprisingly. Haha. But yeah, that's not bad. I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna drink the glass here. Yeah, it goes in with I want to say about a 60% sweet cream soda taste and then a 40% citrus taste. But you do taste like a little bit of a pungent, slight bitterness of like you would get from just like, oh, there was a lot of caffeine in this. I tasted, I could tell that is in there. And you get that, about 70% into the taste experience of drinking this. And then at the very end, you get this little tinge of a saltiness taste. It's not too salty or anything, but it's just there enough to be like, oh, well, okay, there's that. There is some saltiness with it. We're drinking this because it's a caffeinated beverage. That's the whole point of this, all right? So you're not going to drink this as you would drink a Pepsi or a Coca-Cola. You're going to drink this because you want to stay up all night and game or do whatever. That being said, I mean, I've had Red Bull, and I do like Red Bull. I will say Bawls tastes better than Red Bull. Yeah, I will stand and die on that hill. I think I like Bawls way more than Red Bull. It just tastes better. It's sweeter. I like that cream soda kind of taste at the beginning. And there isn't a part of drinking this where I feel like, ooh, I really don't like that. I mean, there is that little pungent bitterness, but it isn't bad enough to make me go and say, oh, that's trash. I could say with all confidence that I am a big fan of Bawls now, right off the bat. Yeah, this is good. I like it. It's definitely better than a lot of other energy drinks out there. Like a lot of the C4 drinks just give me there's a bad aftertaste, and then I get the sensation of tinglies in my hands and stuff, and I know what it is. It's all the stuff inside there that it keeps you going, but it's just weird. But this, I'm not feeling a headache. I'm not feeling any kind of like big sudden rush where I'm worried about my health or anything. It's just like a easy, sweet, smooth tasting drink, and then it just slowly rises. Because I am filming this late at night, and I am feeling a bit sluggish, but I do feel like I am not getting too tired. I'm not about ready to pass out. So that's a good thing. And I want to think that is the caffeine in this. Okay, Bawls Guarana soda. The cream soda hits hard. The citrus is there too. It's a general citrus taste. I can't really put my finger on it if it's an orange and lemon or a lime. And I think it's like all of it mixed together as one. And then there is that pungent bitterness halfway through, pretty much. And then that saltiness. But none of it is bad. The caffeine is there. I will give this one a 9 out of 10. It is not perfect, but it is definitely one of the better energy drinks I've ever tasted. So, yeah. Bawls, I would give it a 9 out of 10. And there you have it. For this 90s cheat day review, Bawls gets a 9 out of 10. And that is it from me. Thank you guys for watching this cheat day review. As I am DJ Glowing Ice, always wanting to remind you that it is okay to cheat every once in a while. I will see you next time. Peace out.